Childhood may not be as carefree as some of us remember. More than half of 6 and 7-year-olds worry sometimes or a lot of the time. It's one of the interesting finds from a nationwide survey, I should say, of 47,000 children aged between 6 and 18 years old. Claire Orange, our parenting expert, is here to shed some light on this survey. Good afternoon, Claire.
Hi, Tracy.
3/4 worry about their future. Is that surprising to you?
Well, I think it's surprising in that it's quite different to statistics that we've collected previously on happiness and wellbeing outcomes for children. But I think in the current climate of rapidly evolving change for our children in the digital world, it's probably not. Children are hearing almost daily that the jobs they're going to work in haven't yet even evolved. So, so it's hard to plan for a future if you don't know what that looks like.
Indeed. Well, and concerns over body image, in fact, has actually climbed quickly from 14 with 14-year-olds, with both boys and girls. 75% were concerned about their bodies. So what can parents do to help their children out?
Yes, well, body image is a really interesting one, and it's quite different between our boys and girls in general terms. Our girls tend to be a little bit more worried about their weight and their looks, so beauty factors. Boys are a bit more worried about muscle and being ripped. So we know that as parents we've got to be having different conversations, and certainly, you know, we can't underestimate dads out there how important you are in helping your daughters with their body image. Yeah. We know that our teenage girls really need their dads to be having conversations about being beautiful on the outside and beautiful on the inside too. They're actually really formative in our girls' templates about the sorts of partners they're going to choose later in their lives. And mums, we're important too. You know, we do lots of thinking about weight, and all of that's great if it's placed in terms of health. And so if you want to lose a couple of kilos, talk about being healthier with your sons and your daughters, as opposed to, you know, changing down your jean size. So if we change our language, we'll change the way our children see their bodies as well.
18-year-old boys were more likely than girls their age to worry about their bodies, and it seems quite surprising boys are so concerned about their body image. Why is that, Claire?
Yeah, isn't that an interesting statistic? Because quite different from before. And I think it comes down to two major factors there. I think we're in the age of the selfie. So before, that would have been a very girl domain, whereas lots of boys now are very interested in taking pictures of themselves and selves with friends, and so they're seeing themselves a lot more often than they would have previously, rolling out of bed and just going to school and not worrying too much. And I think also we've got that evolution of advertising with our boys, where, I mean, you look at the back of buses now, we never used to see a lot of males advertising in looking quite hot, whereas now we do, as much if not more so than women. So our boys are being influenced in terms of how they look.
Yeah, it's that marketing, even the social media as well. It's that competitiveness of to look that good, but, you know, really it's not that realistic, in my opinion anyway. But we'll have to leave it there, Claire Orange, but thanks for your insights this afternoon.
Thanks, Tracy.